We are less than a month away from the debut of Britney's book, which is eagerly anticipated by both fans and non-fans alike. How much tea will be in there? We can only guess. But the onus should not be on survivors to expose the entirety of corrupt systems like the music industry, the concert industry, or the LAPD. Over a year ago, I made predictions about who could possibly be mentioned in Britney's book. And guess what? She saw my prediction because Free Britney Norway shared it on her Insta stories. To me, it seems like any fan would be excited to know for sure that someone controlling Britney's account, whether it's her or otherwise, had seen their content. But don't you worry, I got no clout from this at all whatsoever. And I do think clout chasing is ironic, given that if it were in the New York Times or done by Ronan Farrow, it would never be called clout chasing. It's only clout chasing if regular people try to go against power, get attention, or want people to view things that they work very, very hard on. This is a screenshot of the movie Casablanca, and it is all about the intersection of forces that kind of convene in this gray space during World War II, where freedom fighter and foe might share drinks together. We don't know who exactly is totally complicit because almost no one is talking. So my list is probably a little exaggerated, but I want people to know that this goes to the heart of power in our country because our country is mostly ruled by corporate donors that own our politicians. Where does culpability start and stop? I don't know, but I want to know. And by putting people on the community of activists, maybe they are, maybe they're not, it helps bring attention to the public's understanding of what occurred here, which they do not know at all whatsoever. Liv Taylor still has carte blanche across Hollywood and still is very high profile and has faced no professional repercussions that we can really ascertain at this time. Here she is hanging out with Jeff Bezos. But do you know who he is? If you're not a Harry Styles fan, you probably don't know that he was Britney's agent as soon as the Piece of Me rollout promotion was starting in January of 2013. I entered the movement well after it began, really right when Framing Britney Spears, the documentary, came out in February of 2021. And immediately I was like, why are all these mafia associates and intelligence operatives and corporate consolidation mergers happening in and around all the businesses tied to Britney? Because the court process was taking so long, that is why I concluded, hey, let's go after the corporations, which a lot of people in the fandom have not done or wanted to do that. So, I don't know, it seems important that right when Live Nation and Ticketmaster merged, they bought Larry Rudolph's company. Now, what we have to assume, given the secrecy of the operation that was Britney's conservatorship, is that it goes to the highest levels of the entertainment industry as well as the media because they were able to censor everything about it, despite Britney working with thousands of people. This is my first connection map that I made that kind of spelled out the players involved at the core of what was happening to Britney and other artists. And I posted it to Courtney Love's Twitter account. The exact next day after I posted it, she deleted all her tweets and posted a picture of the world's biggest carrot. It does seem egotistical for me to assume this was due to anything I did as a regular nobody person posting to a very well-known celebrity's account. It actually took Courtney over a year to get back to me and confirm all of my research. People may assume I'm clout chasing now because I'm name dropping how she supported my work, but people must understand that critical faculties could have been used by any regular person to understand and expand on my research from the beginning. The whole point of publicly sharing things as I found them was hopefully to create a collaborative research network, which actually stayed very small. Britney once posted a picture of carrot juice, and I would love to believe it has something to do with me pulling up corruption by its roots, the primary sources that generated this kind of oppression, but I have no proof of that. Why would Britney's Twitter account tweet out a picture of Ron Artest at the circus tour in 2009? Well, I can explain why. Because Ron Artest was one of Lou Taylor's first test cases insofar as her business model that she ultimately perfected by gaining control over Britney Spears, and thus that gave her that cachet to continue building her business management empire. I'm trying to explain where Lou Taylor came from and how she got powerful. Follow me along as I write my own book in real time on Substack. This is not for clout. This is for education and advocacy. And I came from a mental health perspective. They needed her to look so crazy to the public that no one would question the kind of things they were doing to her for over a decade. And the audacity of that crime still looms so large that it's amazing that the tabloids get away with their headlines to this day. And it's not just the tabloids, it's the more prestigious sort of celebrity rags like The Hollywood Reporter or People magazine. So follow me along as I write my own book and give me all the clout that I deserve.